Hey Virgo, happy birthday to my September Virgos. And it is still August, so we're going to talk about the first half of September. And man, it's already September of 2018. I, for one, am shocked by this. It's been a really long year. I mean, really short year. It went really fast, but there's been a lot that's happened. So one of the biggest things I want you to ask yourself during this time, during your birthday season, is where have I improved? Where have I healed? Where am I shining myself, shining my brightest lights? Because the light, the sun, is going to be shining on you. And I feel like you guys are going to want to get things done. Mars is going direct at the end of August. Mercury is coming into Virgo on September 5th. So communication is going to get so much better. I actually already did our reading. And of course the file was corrupted because Mercury is in retrograde. I don't blame everything on the universe and the cosmos. But damn, when that happens, everything was going perfectly fine. It was a really good message too, so I'm kind of hoping that it comes back out. 8 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. It talked about a new person coming into your life. I feel like you are starting new ventures in September. What is it that you want to do, Virgo? Because you're working really, really hard towards it. And with the Page of Wands here and the 8 of Pentacles, I feel like this need to get things done now. It's like planets have been retrograde. We still have several planets retrograde, but because Mercury is going to be direct and Mars is going to be direct, and we can actually feel that fire behind us now and be able to communicate in ways that we haven't been able to communicate for like a whole month. Oh, it was 3 weeks, but the pre-shadow and post-shadow periods still affects us, right? Mercury goes direct on August 19th, so today's the 14th. So, new ventures, being hardworking as usual, and being very stable while you're doing it with the Knight of Pentacles. A lot of people don't like the Knight of Pentacles energy. I do. It's not stagnant to me. It's just very stable. It doesn't skip the steps, just like the 8 of Pentacles. I've always said with the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles is doing everything by not skipping the steps, right? So, steady, steady Virgo. Are you guys having fun in September? Because I think that you need to have a little bit of fun. The Page of Wands is making me feel like Virgo needs to have some fun. We have been hermits for far too long. It's time. Oh, and then we have a King of Cups. So, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Is this a new person? Is this somebody who is coming towards you? Oh, look at this. Okay. So we have the Hermit and the Star. So I have to say the King of Cups came out in that reading that the file hated me. So did the Hermit and the Star. And the Hermit and the Star came out together just like it did in this one. So we are getting the same message. Not only are we working hard, we're healing. And the Star card to me really made me feel like that refinement that I was talking about is kind of coming to, it's like now we actually get to enjoy the beauty of the diamond after being refined from a piece of coal, right? Now we actually get to have that balance. And if there is a water sign, could be an Aquarius also, but if there is a water sign, you either who's already in your life or someone who shows up, doesn't even have to be water, could be earth also, since we have the Knight of Pentacles. There's a card that just slid right out of my hand when I did that. Oh, the Emperor. So maybe there's an Aries around too. But the fact that I asked, what are you doing for fun? And the Hermit came out. Don't shy away from this. Don't shy away from this King of Cups person. Because I feel like you're going to have a tendency to. Because to me, it feels like it's like, yes, maybe this could be something new in my life, but I want to be the one that's kind of controlling the way things go with the Emperor, because I don't want to slip back into having to be refined again. I don't want to hurt again, is what I'm getting at. I don't want to have to go through the pain again of having to deal with negative energies. So I want to try and control this. I don't feel like you can. So I'm just going to say that right now. If there's a new person that shows up in your life in September, or there's been a new person in August that showed up, and they seem pretty legit, or if it's been somebody that's been in your life for a while that you've kind of like been working on the relationship and it's been slow going, don't try and control how it goes, because I feel like it's going to go much better than you think. Let's clarify. I'm actually going to start with the bottom row before I do the other things. So I feel like you're really focused on work, and you might miss this you might miss it. Like if you're not looking, you might miss it. So let's see who the King of Cups is. Who is the King of Cups for Virgo in September? Really? Yeah, I saw it, like, it flipped and then flipped back, right? Wheel of Fortune. This person is supposed to be in your life. It's destined. And it's good. The Wheel of Fortune. That's why it's called Fortune. Sometimes we expect the Wheel of Fortune to come a lot quicker than, we want it to come quicker than it has been coming. And I feel like you've been waiting for this wheel to turn for so long that now if this person is showing up, whether it's a past person or if it's a new person, it's almost too good to be true. That's what I kind of feel like you're doing. You're like, I don't know. It's almost too good to be true. I've really been working on myself. I've really healed all of my little pieces. I've been glued back together. I've said that a couple of times this last month. I'm just gluing myself back together. So the Hermit. The Hermit, the Hermit, the Hermit. Why are you backing away? Why are you going into Hermit mode? It's your birthday, Virgo. See? 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups on the Hermit. This could be a long-lasting relationship that's happy. And you deserve this 10 of Cups, Virgo. Man, after going through all the refinement that we've been through, come on, don't we deserve it? And the 3 of Pentacles is saying, this is your opportunity to start building this up to the 10 of Cups. Starting with the foundation, right? Let's start with the foundation. I told you, September is like make a wish. Make a wish, Virgo. That's what I'm going to name this. Make a wish, because you don't need to control this. The universe is so in charge of what's happening right now. And you've been waiting for this to show up. Or you've been waiting for this to happen. If it's somebody from your past, and it could be, because a lot of times the Wheel of Fortune is karmic. Right? You had to learn a lot of lessons behind this wheel. You had to do all the work. I always say you can't make the wheel turn faster than it's going to turn, but you can do the work behind it. So then when it's your turn, it's really your turn and you don't have to keep on going through the cycle over and over and over again. Well, now this person's showing up because Virgo's all put back together. Her pieces, his pieces are all glued back together. And you may even be a healer. And that's the other thing. If you're in hiding because you're a teacher, you're a healer, you're somebody who works with energy like me, and you're like, I don't want to have new people show up in my life, or I don't want to have old people show up in my life and mess with my energy. Let's talk about psychic protection, Virgo, because I do feel like you're going to be very, very open. Just remember to keep your energy protected and really make sure you're meditating and grounding yourself on a daily basis. And because you cannot hide away in September. I'm just saying it right now. Like, there's a rule. I'm making a rule right now. Virgos are not allowed to hide away. Not in September. Too many really good things are happening. Too many really good things are happening. So let's look at the Emperor. Is this, whoa, a person? As I said that, there was a card that just slid out. Person or an energy. Seven of Pentacles. And this is the thing. You're like, I'm just going to keep my head down and I'm going to keep working and I'm going to be in charge of what I'm doing in my life. I don't care if somebody shows up. But that's the thing, is you do care. You do care. If somebody comes back from the past, or if somebody just shows up out of the blue, trust me, you'll care. Because it's not just like a regular, typical, everyday energy that just pops out of nowhere. So let's see, Eight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. All right, so all of these really great opportunities you have work-wise are going to have, you're going to have new starts and new relationships forming with the Fool and the Three of Cups. So Virgo is going to be very attractive to people in September, and this is why I'm saying it's not time for you to hide away. Because it's almost like you're shining so brightly that people just want to be around you. And you'll have time to rest. I understand when it's time for a Virgo to like step back and recharge and recalibrate. That's why we're the Hermit. We like to recalibrate. But with the Page of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, these new work opportunities or these really new exciting things that you want to start are going to bring you to a soul group. And I feel like you're going to be very fulfilled in September. Ace of Cups, Strength, Seven of Swords, Death, ooh, the Two of Cups, and the Sun. Then we have the Nine of Cups and the Magician. So like really make a wish, Virgo. Because you're the magician. You're the ultimate alchemist in September. You can make things happen. Which is funny. My Gemini, one of my Gemini boys is actually reading The Alchemist for school. They're like sophomore. It's advanced English, but he's just a sophomore in high school. And he's reading The Alchemist, which is like so advanced to me. I don't know. It's very, I love The Alchemist, by the way. I love it. Ace of Cups and Strength. You could have a Leo in your life that's making you feel very fulfilled. But be open to this. Be open. And to me, this is also, you have found that strength within you to fill up your own cup. And when you find your strength within you to fill up your own cup, that's when you shine the brightest. And that's why you have people just kind of showing up in your environment, wanting to be around Virgo. It's okay for people to be around you. I know, it can be scary sometimes. Like, we really like to have our alone time. Seven of Swords and the Death card. So if you're having to walk away from certain things because they need to end, I feel like that's what this is saying. I also really feel like maybe there's some Scorpio energy that might be around you that you're going to have to walk away from as well. Maybe. But more than anything, I mean, you could have a Scorpio that's walking away from you or that was kind of deceptive towards you. But more than anything, I'm really feeling like just things are still kind of falling by the wayside. And when things fall by the wayside and certain things have to end in your life, whether that be work or relationships or, you know, like having to move maybe, moving, like changing environments, it's just making room for all of the fortune to come in, right? It's just making room for this Wheel of Fortune to keep turning and for things to continue to come in. And then we have the Two of Cups and the Sun. Need I say more? This is also a Leo card. So if you have a Leo in your life that you're connecting with, or somebody, it's a Leo that has water in their chart, they're really, really connecting to you big time. You could also have an Aries in your life, somebody that you might be waiting for. We have Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo. But more than anything, whatever connection you have in September that's that soulmate connection, the one that you just can't deny, the one that you probably feel like is too good to be true, whether it's a past person that's coming back to you, because a lot of times the soulmate card and the Wheel of Fortune to me talks about either past lives or just somebody that's coming back around. And again, it doesn't have to be a water sign. It can be any of these signs that are here or an earth sign. There's not a lot of earth here, except for we have Virgo. I feel like it's going to be a very, somebody that just gets you. I feel like it's going to be somebody that just gets you. It's almost seamless. You know? Something that you don't, this is not one of those tug of war kind of connections. It's not like such a back and forth. It's not something that, you know, we all have to try at relationships or connections or whatever, but this one feels like it just kind of flows, right? Because I keep looking at this Ace of Cups over here, and it just is flowing. It's just flowing. So we have the Magician and the Nine of Cups, and I did notice underneath that we have the Ace of Swords and the Four of Wands. So I feel like the stability, I almost want to say, Virgo, what are you wishing for? Because I feel like whatever you're wishing for, it's almost as if this Ace of Swords is saying, I will make your wishes come true. You're making it happen, but I'm going to make them come true, right? You're going to bring it into reality, but I'll make it come true. I know that sounds very off and awkward, but that's what I keep getting. Make a wish. It's your birthday. I love you guys. I don't have a lot of announcements. I do want to say that all of my personal readings, if they're not emergency readings, I am going to start scheduling readings beginning the first week in September. I know that it's the 14th of August right now. I do have some readings I've already scheduled for the last week in August, but my aunt, who was sick for a very, very long time, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that she's been sick like all the way back to, I mean, she's been sick for over a year now, but in March she started getting really bad, and she held on for a very long time and then just passed away this last weekend. So thank you in advance, because I know people are going to say, I'm so sorry to hear about your aunt. And I really, really appreciate that. You guys are lovely. My whole point in telling you that is that I canceled the Atlanta event so I can go down to Florida to see them. So I will be scheduling readings starting the first week in September from here on out. So unless there are emergency readings, I am still taking emergency readings. I've actually had a lot of emergency readings come in, but I'll be doing the Austin, Texas event this Friday, on the 17th of August. And if there are still tickets available, if you're interested in that, check out the Eventbrite link. Other than that, I don't have any other announcements because I will not be traveling in September. I love you guys so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful birthday to all of my August and September Virgo babies. I'll see you for the second half of September. Bye.